Sixers and Blazers. Philly without Joel Embiid. He was out because he was resting. Tobias Harris was out due to health and safety protocol. So the 76ers looked to Seth Curry, and he stepped up big time, scoring 23, including several key buckets late, leading the Sixers to a 113-103 W over the Trailblazers. It was the first of 3 in 4 nights for Philly, who are now riding a 3-game win streak.
Winner, double trouble. Andre Drummond finished with 14 points, 15 boards. This is the 172nd career double-double with more rebounds than points. He has the most in the league since he entered this league in 2020-2013. DeAndre Jordan second with 157 such games in that span. No one else has more than 100. Drummond, a nice little piece for the Sixers.
Okay, on the other side, how about the Trailblazers? Winner, shoot your shot, Damian Lillard. Why don't you go ahead and do that? Yeah, you hear that? We want Lillard. Lillard had a double-double. McCollum and Powell both tacked on double-figure points as well, but it wasn't enough against the shorthanded Sixers team. Chauncey Billups called it a trap game last night, Jay.
Not gonna lie, I'd love to see Lillard in Philly. Are you kidding me with Joel Embiid? How about this one, though, Shae? The Bulls improved to 6-1.
Woo!
And that notching of the 6th win was in stunning fashion, rallying from a 19-point deficit, second-half deficit last night of 14 points entering the fourth quarter. But Chicago would score the first 12 in the fourth to cut the deficit to 2, and they'd go on to win 128-114. DeMar DeRozan, balled.
Oh, did he ever? Winner DeMarvelous. Can I get a T-shirt with that on it? I like that. DeMar DeRozan has a Bulls season high 37 points. And it was his 4th game with at least 35 and 5 boards. I think I still want a Levine jersey, though. Is that okay? Can I get a Levine jersey?
You can do whatever you want. You're the boss.
Yeah, that's right. You keep saying that over and over again. Go ahead.
I just call balls and strikes. Loser, teamwork. The Celtics, 11 points in the fourth, the fewest points in any quarter this season. Tatum scored 2 on 1 of 8 shooting in the fourth quarter, and Brown scoreless on just 2 shots. First time in Celtics history that they started a season 0-3 at home. A lot of issues there. Marcus Smart weighed in. Mr. Smart, unmute your line.
I mean, it's only so much I can do without the ball in my hands. I just sit and stand in the corner. When we run in plays for our best players, every team knows that. They do a good job of shutting that down. And, we can't allow that. I mean, I would just like to play basketball. Every team knows we're trying to go to Jason and Jalen. And every team is programmed and studied to stop Jason and Jalen. And, I think everybody's scouting reporters make those guys try to pass the ball. They don't want to pass the ball. And that's something that they're going to learn. They're still learning, and we're proud of the progress they're making, but they're going to have to make another step and find ways to not only create for themselves, but create for others on this team, to open up the court for them later down in the game where they don't have to always take those tough shots.
So is he mad at Jason and Jalen, or is he upset because he didn't have the ball? I'm confused what he's mad about in this situation.
It's a combination of both, Shae. What I don't like about it is that he took it public. I mean, having been in a locker room and played for a team, there are legitimate issues that Marcus Smart mentions here, but he should have taken it up with Brown, Tatum, and Coach U.
Yeah.
Because these are clear issues. He has a point, but you can make it in a much better way than taking it to the mics and with the media. Look, the truth is, isolation offense has been abysmal for the Celtics. It's 27th in the league. It's at the bottom. You look at Jason Tatum and how he's been in isolation offense, and he's been wildly inefficient towards the bottom as well. It's not working how they're using it, so you have to be more dynamic. It can't be stop these two, win the game. Cut the head off the snake, and they're very beatable. And because these two haven't managed in isolation offense, Marcus is fed up. But there's a better way to handle it than this.
I mean, Tatum scored 2 points, as you said. He was 1 of 8 from shooting. It's not just one person. And so Smart's saying that if he has the ball, that they all of a sudden are going to come alive and they're going to win at home. I mean, I'm just saying, why point the blame at your own teammates when you're all not doing things effectively as a team as a whole?
But his point is we have to approach the game differently, not just say put the ball in Tatum and Brown's hands and hope for the best. He's saying try some misdirection. Have me be the Swiss Army knife that I can be as a handler. Let them play off the ball. Let's provide different looks to catch the opposition a little bit offhand. Catch them off guard.
So if they do that, do you think that would result in wins or at least a more efficient offense?
I think the approach right now is very predictable. It's kept this group in quicksand for a couple seasons now. it's time to look elsewhere. They moved Brad Stevens from the sidelines into the front office because they needed a change. And you're not seeing much of it right now. And you're seeing this frustration from Smart. How this group responds will be interesting to see because I've never felt like there was strong leadership with this group. A lot of youth, a lot of young stars. If anybody was that leader that provided that stability, I would look at Marcus Smart. So maybe he knows what he's doing here as his tactic. That remains to be seen.
He's just salty that my Bulls, overcame 19 points.
Your Bulls broke the Celtics. How about it? And you're 6-1.
That's a great point. My Bulls broke the Celtics. Let's leave it right there. Go around the association. We begin with the Cavs and the Hornets. More LaMelo Ball because he had his second 35-5 game, which puts him, Jay,
in an exclusive club. And that club he joins is Giannis Antetokounmpo and Ja Morant as the only other players with multiple such games this season.
Despite a fourth quarter rally, Hornets still lose 113-110. Wizards riding a 3-game win streak. Hawks snapped that in a game where we need to
count it. Perfection, Shae. Both teams shooting 100% from the charity stripe. You never see that anymore.
Never.
Forgotten art.
Last time that happened, October 25th of 2016, Hawks win 118-111. Raptors at Knicks. And in case you aren't in on the bing bong situation, well, Mike Breen is getting in on the fun.
Julius Randle banks it in. Bing bong, Julius Randle.
Julius Randle, that did deserve a bing bong. This has been now the rallying cry, it feels like, for all of Knicks Nation. Whenever there's something like that happens, it deserves a bing bong.
It's gone mainstream.
Knicks would still lose, though. And so that leads us to Nuggets and Grizzlies. And Jay, take it away.
Somebody find Ja. Where is Ja? I'm telling you. You think there's buyer's remorse in New Orleans as they watch Ja Morant ball thinking, was Zion the right play? It doesn't look like it right now.
Grizzlies win 106-97. Magic at T-Wolves and Wagner.
Hammer time. I mean, literally, stop. That is the hammer. He should have done a hammer dance. Wagner with balance. I mean, one of those rookies that has really looked the part early on with the Magic.
Wagner had 28 points. Magic went on to win 115-97. Thunder and Clippers, and the Clips desperately needed a win with only one so far in the season heading into last night. And so this is a little bit what?
Rated PG-13.
Yep.
But not suitable for work, some of these moves. I mean, just nasty, flagrant. He's got to have to be the guy with Kawhi out, clearly one of the best two-way players in the association.
Clippers won at 99-94. Our reveal of the day comes from the NBA. Nike released their NBA City Edition jerseys yesterday. They are in honor of the NBA's 75th anniversary season. Most are dope, like that one.
Crispy. But you don't like
Some
gold.
Are lame,
I'm surprised you like
that one.
Gold.
And so we're here to help you decipher, right? We're going to decide if it's a drip or if it's a drop. You know how this game works, right?
Break it down. Let's go.
Drip, we keep. Drop, not so much.
Drop, you drop, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you got it. So we begin with this Atlanta Hawks at drip all day. I love this.
I don't like the color scheme.
That's their color scheme.
I know. It's just too much. It's too much yellow. It's too much yellow.
Okay, you can drop. I will drip.
You keep
I love
the jaundice jersey. I'm out.
I like the wingspan on the Hawk. Drip or drop for the Miami Heat jersey.
It's cold-blooded. I love it. That's drippy right there. That is one I would definitely rock. It's got like the early 90s vibe to it.
I like it.
I like the lettering, especially the A on the Heat. Gold.
Have you seen Mean Girls?
Yeah.
Looks like the front of the burn book, you know?
It does look like so fetch.
This is... Fetch is not a thing. Drip or drop? Toronto Raptors. Drip. Now, the best one of the bunch.
I'm surprised you say that because usually you think gold is tacky aesthetically.
I do, sometimes.
I do like this, though. It has a championship vibe to it. And as we all know, the Raptors in that 1 year with Kawhi got it done.
If your mascot is a dinosaur, you win everything. This is so lame. Drop. This is so boring.
Marcus Smart's probably pissed. Why does Tatum get to get the jersey picture? Why don't they share the jerseys? Tatum gets everything. Where's Brown? Probably next.
If they just put it on me,
yeah, I don't like
then we would have won the game.
I do like the waistband on that one. So I kind of like it, but the jersey, no.
Yes.
For the win.
For the win. Sixers has got all kinds of vibes. Drip, drip, drip.
Yeah, that's very drippy. And I like the spectrum. I like colors.
You do.
We have none in our home. It's all monochromatic.
I'm more of a look at you dropping.
Story for another time, but I like it. I love the Charlotte too.
You do like this?
Well, it's got the beehive, right? That's supposed to be honeycombs.
Oh, hornets.
Within there with the hornet. You got there.
I'm here. I like that. Drip. I don't love it. Like I think the Sixers and the Hawks There's a lot better. So
It's very busy. I like it. It's trippy.
You would. And then drop. I mean, can we drop? What are we doing, Oklahoma City?
This
why
looks
the
like
white?
our house.
But
Everything
why the
is
white?
white
This
in our
doesn't
house.
even make sense. There's no color. Like, all of a sudden, now Oklahoma City's throwback city jersey is white? I don't understand.
You put a splash of color. Like, what if they did some blue and orange in the O,
Something.
the K, or maybe the O and the C and leave the K white? I think it would have popped
So
more.
now
You need
we have
some color.
Now my husband is designing the city edition for the NBA jerseys.